Scattered all over the island of Bali are over 20,000 Hindu temples. Today we'll be heading to one of the most famous ones, Tanah Lot, located in the middle of the sea. And let's just say things didn't go the way we planned. So let's get into it. You can't go out to it, no?
No.
Completely empty. For a Bali attraction though, it is expensive.
Your relationship could end.
But I go now, what, it's free?
Yeah, go.
Okay. But of course, we're walking up to it right now and this is what we see.
I'ma let go of things I can't control.
Good morning. We just realised yesterday that we're actually coming up on like 3 months here in Indonesia, which like is crazy. It's just absolutely flown by. It genuinely feels like only a few weeks ago that we were quarantining in Jakarta, praying that every second would just go by faster and faster to try and get out of there as soon as possible. We are here 3 months, but somehow we still haven't managed to visit a temple. Today that's going to change. We're heading to a temple really nearby called Tanah Lot. It looks extremely unique compared to the other temples here in Bali because it's like out in the sea, like literally in the middle of the sea. I was looking it up and it said that Tanah Lot literally translates to land in the sea. Wait, that can't be right.
Okay.
If I put it straight into Google Translate, it says lands lost, but from what I've been told, it is there to worship the sea gods of Indonesia. There's also another temple just beside that we'll also be visiting that looks very similar. One thing we have to do before we go is we need to get dressed appropriately because they are Hindu temples and the Hindus believe that the evil lies within the knees. So, need to get changed first.
You ready, Megan? You ready, Megan? You just might find you get what you need. What? Oh god, it did look like that, you know. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now we're ready to go. We've looked up directions and it is only 19 minutes from here, but
We're still probably gonna get lost.
we're still probably gonna get
And it will
lost.
probably take an hour.
It's probably gonna take an hour, yeah.
So apparently you don't actually need to wear this because it's so touristy, so I'm gonna leave them on the bike.
We have arrived. I changed outfits just because looking back on that video I realised we were wearing the exact same, so I didn't want to be matching with you.
Two in a row.
Yeah, or we look like, am I 7?
No, what? Men in Black.
Men in Black.
As you can probably see when we were pulling up, so many tourists that come here that the parking area is huge.
Yeah.
It's actually so sad now that we were literally, what, one of 5 bikes
Yeah,
maybe?
and that's probably the workers.
Yeah, and that's probably the workers. There's like 50 stalls here maybe, and like 2 or 3 are open. It's tough, it's tough. Right, really quick, I just want to interrupt this video to say that less than 30% of people watching this video right now are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, go press subscribe. Thank you in advance. Let's get back into the video.
Thank you.
So apparently the reason you do not have to wear the sarongs is because it's such a touristy temple.
We're so close to Canggu as well.
It's an attraction more than the locals don't necessarily come here to pray, apparently. I think some do, but not as much.
Yeah.
We actually went out to the supermarkets and the markets to try and buy sarongs. Before we head to the temple on Sunday, we have been told that you must cover your knees. So we have come to a store in an area called Kuta to try and get some of the traditional dress to cover our knees so that we can be as respectful as we can when we visit the temple on Sunday. We were going to buy some stuff here, but they are a little pricey. We've also been told that you're able to rent them when you're there, but we thought it might be cool to have our own for a little while. But maybe if we have a look in the markets near us, we might be able to get some for a little bit cheaper. So we have come to one of the local markets here in Canggu to try and see can we get sarong, I think is what they're called, to cover our knees for the temple tomorrow. So we're gonna have a look around and try and bargain a little bit.
Want the sarta? Like this one? Thank you.
I see.
Sarongs.
What are they? Sarongs?
Sarongs.
Sarongs. But we don't need them for this one, but we'll be heading to others hopefully in the next few weeks that we'll need them for, so we'll use them then. As you probably know if you've been watching some of our videos, this is our first time in Bali.
I'm sorry, wait, I like that purple thing, and it's trousers. Sorry.
This is our first time in Bali, but we have seen videos and stuff of this place in normal times, and like this area here behind us is usually completely jammed, like it's a main shopping street in just the city that you're living in. To have like the whole thing, literally no one, just us and security is. Most attractions have been like this where they've been empty, but we're still can't get over it. It's crazy. So apparently this is how we get out to the temple, but we can't go out for like 2 hours. Just typical us. Can't go out to it, no?
No.
What time? Can you go out at any point today?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock?
Yeah.
Can we go anyway closer? Is there?
Yeah, plus it's just upstairs.
Oh, that way to there? Okay. Thank you so much. Cassie, thank you.
We have like an hour and a half to kill, so we're gonna go get some food and then come back, and hopefully the tide is out.
Okay, scratch that. Apparently there is another temple called Batu Belong, 5 minutes walk along the coast here. The waves shouldn't interfere with it. We should be able to get out to it. Let's find out. So this is Batu Belong temple. Similar to Tanah Lot, a little bit smaller, but the main difference is that it's above sea level, so the tide never affects it. It's above an arch. But of course, we're walking up to it right now, and this is what we see. No entry. I'm not sure as to why this one you can't enter. I'm just going to assume it's because of the pandemic, and unfortunately there's just not enough people here, so they can't afford to have enough staff just to manage it in any ways. What we'll do is, so that you can get a good look at it without us going in, I'm going to throw the drone up and see can I get a nice look at the place. We've just been hanging out here, watching the waves, hoping that the tide will go out. We were told that the tide was going to go out around 12 or 12ish, and it's like 11:30 now, and if anything it looks like it's getting worse, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going to get out to Tanah Lot today. Hope we do. We wait around
The thing
for...
is, it's close to us, so it's only like 20 minutes, so
we could come
go
again.
home and come back again.
For a Bali attraction though, it is expensive. Like, how much was one?
It was 120k, which is like €7.
Which obviously, if you're coming from America or Europe or Australia, that's so cheap for an attraction, especially like a museum in Dublin, €28.
Yeah.
It is beautiful though. Obviously it's to maintain, there's like a garden and everything, and to maintain the gardens, which makes sense, but hopefully we'll get out there today. We're gonna wait around a little bit longer and see. So we're making our way back over to Tanah Lot now in hopes to get out to the temple this time. We think we've seen people get out there now, so I think we're good. My favorite thing though about walking between these two temples is that you actually see like these mini temples, pretty
Like
much.
actual temples.
Like actual religious proper temples instead of touristy temples. But they're just so cute, mini temples.
Okay, so the tide has definitely gone out, and now we understand why we had the place to ourselves earlier. You couldn't come out to the temple. It was covered in water. Still a bit more crowded now, because you can obviously go out to the temple, and that's where we're gonna go now.
This is Tanah Lot over here.
Ding!
Ding! The tide is still slightly too high to actually still walk out to it. You can get to this point, but you can't get right out to it yet. So while we wait for the tide to completely clear, Megan has looked up a few funny facts.
Not funny facts.
Facts about Tanah Lot that I find funny. Also, besides for just the temple, it's actually just a beautiful beach as well.
Yeah, it's actually just a really
It's
nice
so
beach.
calming and so nice. There's all these like really nice, like the caves.
Alcoves, they're called alcoves.
Alcoves that are just so cool, that we've been shielding away from the sun because it's just been so hot now.
So, first fact, the Tanah Lot temple is guarded by the Holy Snake. Funny enough, funnily, how do you say it? Funnily enough, we actually seen the alcove with the Holy Snake, and we didn't go anywhere near it because
Yeah, no thank you.
we're not snake people. We seen it, we don't want to see it anymore. There you go. There's a snake here if you want to come see it.
But the one that I found funny.
If you've seen our Italy vlogs, I actually gave proper facts, but now we're bored of them, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so visiting Tanah Lot with a partner can cause breakup. In addition to the amazing variety of facts of Tanah Lot, there's also a myth. So it's a myth widely trusted by the locals and tourists. You are invited, if you invited your girlfriend or boyfriend to come together to Tanah Lot, your relationship could end. And Fionn invited me here.
Our next video will be, we broke up. We have something to tell you.
Clickbait.
Yeah. As we wait, I'm I'm going to do the same as last time. I'm going to get the drone in the air because I think you can appreciate it a little bit more. It's tough to get a good angle considering it's in the middle of the sea, so I'm going to throw the drone. Right, it's at the clear, as I say, it's at the clearest ever be. I get washed over by water. I don't know what we're going over for because I don't think we can go up, kiddo. Yeah, it says no entry. Whoa. I don't think we're able to head up anyway as tourists.
I'm not sure.
It is such a cool structure though. And to have a temple in the middle of the sea, I just think is
cool.
So cool. Like, never mind, we're probably just gonna admire it from afar because, do you want to go through?
Well, Finn might go through, maybe.
Will I go now while it's free?
Yeah, go.
Okay. I don't have any spare socks or shoes though. It is so cool. Holy water. Let's see what's in here. I don't want to touch anything in case this is the holy water that you can drink. Hello. No, it's okay. I'm okay. Okay, thank you. Can I go up? Can I go up here? Oh, okay. You must have the holy water to go up. I understand. Okay. Thank you so much, Cassie. So there you are. To head up to the top of the temple, you must drink the holy water from underneath the cave. I think that's a pretty cool, like, tradition or religious rule. I think we'll just admire it from afar. It's getting so hot now because we've been here for hours waiting to just pass this bit that I haven't passed just for a second, but so beautiful. So amazing. Oh God. Okay, go.
Okay, so that is our Tanah Lot video. Please do not click out yet because although that was a really cool attraction, we are going to a really cool Bali cafe and I think it might be better than a temple, so stick around, that's where we're going next. We have just come from the temple, Tanah Lot. We went home and we changed, put a bit of colour on just because we are in a really cool like Insta cafe. It's a 2D cafe in Bali. So everything is in black and white obviously, so we put a little bit of colour on so we can get some Insta photos. We're actually here planning our next video, which is going to be a little bit different. We're actually planning on leaving the island of Bali and going somewhere else. So it will be a little bit different and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!